Hey, what is up everyone? So basically I'm kind of jumping into all this right now. I'm about to head to the car wash, or like the self car wash, because it's not my day to wash cars here at this neighborhood. It's still tomorrow, but tomorrow I have to head over to a cruise. And you guys are thinking, well, you already gave back the ST, so what did you get? And I know in my last video, when I turned in the ST, I mentioned about having a different car for the meantime. That actually didn't last due to some issues, so I jumped in and got another car. This one's here to stay, of course. It's not temporary or anything, but let's go ahead and just get to it. And I don't know if by just getting in, some of you guys can tell what car I'm in. Some of you guys may not. I'll give you guys some hints. I won't say the color, because I think if I tell you the color, it will throw it off, you know, right away. But let's say it is a coupe. It's an automatic, because I couldn't do that. I couldn't find it in manual, and for the price range it was actually pretty good. And automatic, I honestly can't complain about how it feels. It actually feels really good. It only had, let's call it 70,000 miles. I bought it with 68, but let's say 70,000 right now. And what else could I say about it? Oh yeah, and it's a 6-cylinder, and it's rear-wheel drive. I mean, if that helps anyone, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone knows a lot of 6-cylinder rear-wheel drive cars out in the world already, so at least you guys know that part. But we're gonna go take it to a car wash, well, a self car wash. I've just noticed I don't have any more batteries charged for this, so I might end up skipping back to you guys later if you guys cannot see the car after it's washed, because right now it's like filthy, because the color of the car is just so hard to maintain clean. The other thing about this car, it already comes with the muffler delete, because whoever had it didn't like how quiet it was, so they got a muffler delete for it. Let me go over what had happened with the other car. So the other car that I had was a BMW 525i that was a manual. It had so many issues that no matter how much money I was throwing into it, and in a matter of, let's say, 3 weeks, I still could not resolve the issue. We did an ABS module repair. I went to go get that rebuilt. Still, everything was bad, and the speedometer wasn't working, of course. I didn't go back to change all my wheel speed sensors again, because I did buy some like cheaper ones when everyone was telling me to stay with the BMW ones. So I didn't do that. But I mean, I did the full-on suspension. I did a new steering, power steering reservoir and lines, and the line that went to the power steering oil cooler ended up stripping, so we had to Mickey Mouse all that too, which ended up working for what I needed it to do. But who needs power steering, right? Let's see, it was also new tie rods and boots, and then a lot of interior cleaning. Whoever follows me on Instagram would have noticed that car the whole time. After the car started having other issues and whatnot, and I needed so much more to do. Like I got the NCS Expert, plugged it in, found out how much more stuff I needed to do. I decided not to go with it anymore, and I gave that car back, because that was actually just more of me fixing it for someone else. And then when I got a car, I was gonna continue off and you know, just give the car back. So I did that, and then I got this car. So, well, more of I decided to wait and see if I can get this car. So those for you who could guess it right, you know, congratulations. I don't know what you guys win, but you guys know. But if you guys couldn't guess it, well, here's the answer. This is the 2011 BMW 135i. You know, I just washed it. Not the best wash, honestly. This car wash sucks ass. But as you guys can see, comes with everything. Temporary plates, that way you know I'm not a rich boy. It is just nice. So why did I get a 1 Series? And obviously there's the newer 2 Series, of course, the 235 and the 240i. This is the 135i. Well, one is, I looked up online, of course, you know, you have a more refined ride and everything. Apparently they were saying it's a little bit more boring to drive the 235i and 240i compared to the 135, because it's a little bit, it's not, I think this one is still power steering and not electric, and it feels a little bit more raw of a car. You know, and I said, you know what, let's just go with that. It's a good price range. I also have other things in life where if I got the 235i, I can still do what I want, but it's just more of a, I would want to take care of it more compared to this one, I guess you can say. Of course, it's a basic white car. Do I like the white? No. I thought I was gonna like it, but after like really trying to wash it, detail it and everything, it just, this white is just so hard to maintain. And yeah, just don't get a white car. You know, I like it overall. It's a nice car. I've had fun with it. I've gone pretty fast in it, and we're taking it to its first track day at Turn 8, which is they're hosting it at Bud & Willow on the 28th. So I'm like really waiting for all that, but there's some maintenance stuff that needs to be done. I want to change the transmission fluid. I want to switch out this oil because I don't know what was in it. They use Castrol, but it burns a little bit too quickly. For all of you that are wondering, this is the N55 motor, not the N54. So I'm gonna get a good amount of hate on that, because a lot of people who I spoke with about getting a 135 or a 335 or any kind of that, they were telling me go with an N54 motor, but I don't want an N54. I would like the N54, but in a newer car, to get that I would have to go with the 1M Coupe, which, if this was a challenge to find a 135i at a good price around my area that's less than like say 50 miles, this one had to go 100, and there was only like 2 of these in this year from 11 to 13. You know, imagine trying to find a 1M Coupe. Like, just, that would be just such a pain. The 1M Coupe, I think they came only from 11 to 13, and those came with an N54 B30 TO engines, which I would have loved to have that, but that's gonna be a challenge within itself. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the new car. I'm not really gonna go into depth about it, but I really do hope you guys liked it. Leave your comments below, and let me know what mods should I do to this car, because I really want to know what I should do next to this car. You know, I'm gonna track it for sure. I'm gonna daily it. But I don't know what else I should do to the car, so let's see. I mean, suspension and wheels is like the #1 thing to do. It already has a muffler delete. I'm thinking of doing a drop-in filter. So other than that, let me know your suggestions.